Okay, that's it. I'm sick of seeing this ephemera everywhere I go. I haven't picked it up because I don't need the boosters. I only pick up the prime accessories when I need the boosters. Because it's a resource and affinity, they're not expiring as quickly. Ooh, it vanished. But I'm sick of seeing it everywhere. Now it's time to pick this thing up. And I know this is technically late, but my boosters were not going to run out this time round. And the resource booster, it comes in useful because if we actually go to this and have a look at what comes with this, the 90-day affinity booster, I had 100 days left anyway. I was just not going to pick it up this time round because it came with the resource booster. Take it or leave it. The credit booster was the same thing. I prefer the resource booster to the credit booster, but the credit booster is more useful for a lot of people. The resource booster is more useful for people who've been playing for a long time. But it's mainly the ephemera and the prime armor that are the interesting factors to this. So let's take a look at the armor first of all. And yes, I have already picked this up. It looks like wheelies on the arms. And there's one on the chest. Kind of. I'm saying kind of because it has the same attachment that the ones on the arm has, but it doesn't move. That was kind of disappointing. And then there's the ones on the ankles that, to be fair, the wheelies look a little bit better than these anyway. But that aside, it's not a bad looking set of prime armor. For a change, it's not just gold bits sticking off. They actually look like they are designed to serve a purpose. Mainly because of the whole wheelie look to it. Which kind of leaves us with the question of, if I slide, do they move? Slide into a rock, please. No, not. Bit on the front. Nope. No movement. Yes. Slide into the camera. I'll hold you in place. No. The thing on the front is not moving. Thing on the arms is not moving. Things on the ankles are not moving. None of it moves. But, obviously, Nezha slides for a long way anyway. Slide. Slide. Keeps going. That's the whole point of, and that's coming out of the slide animation, the wheelies. Because, well, Nezha can do this. And just keeps going. That would have been funnier if he had have slid all the way off the screen, which, to be fair, could probably do easily by... Ah, no, I messed that up. Just doing... What do you think? This? Ooh. And gone. Just off the edge of the screen. But the armor accessories do look good on him. Very good, actually. They go really well with him. Not so fond of the chest plate. The rest of it, I do actually like. Which leads us to the one major reason to pick this up, and it is first on the list. There is obviously the Steel Path one I can never remember the name of, and to be fair, can't even remember that one. That this kind of looks similar to, with the skulls that go around, but it is so much better because that fire is there constantly in the middle. Take it off, it's gone. Put it back on, it's back. Oh, this ephemera, it better be worth it. I actually thought that they toned this down after it came out. It looks like they've actually toned it up. I mean, this is obviously just while standing still. When you start to move, they kind of disappear a little bit, which is nice. You can still see the dragons kind of, I'm assuming they're dragons, flying around you as you run around, but there's less of them. Maybe that's what they actually toned down. Because you'll notice there's still one, kind of. And you come to a stop, and more come out. So when you stop moving, there is more of them. This explains why no matter what you do, if you are standing in a terminal and somebody comes near you with this ephemera on, you just kind of get blinded by it, because that is nuts. I'm glad. Oh, not what I wanted to do. When you are running, it kind of tones it down a bit, because as you can probably imagine, while playing the game, it could get really confusing if, while looking down sight, actually it would have to be that one, you had basically Wait for it. That around you constantly. You wouldn't be able to aim properly. So I'm guessing that's where they toned it down, but this ephemera actually looks really nice. But of course, I couldn't actually do this without throwing it on Ember. That's, for the record, where the she comes from when I refer to this, because every time I've seen this, I've always thought the same thing. Flying fire dragons will go perfectly on Warframe in particular, and it does. Ember and these go really well together. And it really does. Okay, I do not regret picking this up, even though it's something like $35, $40 to pick it up. It's expensive, but it does come with the boosters that kind of make up for that. Set of armor and the ephemera. No matter how you put this, it is still insanely expensive for what is an ephemera and a set of armor and a couple boosters. If you play the game a lot, yes, more than worth it. Those boosters do last for 90 days. Just trying to remember how many days Nezha has actually been around for. 48 days. As I mentioned, I wasn't going to get this, but I kind of caved because I've seen it absolutely everywhere, and, well, not regretting it. That does look really, really nice, actually. I kept seeing it everywhere, and I couldn't resist. I had to have it. So, I think with that, I really want to say disappointment, because I was expecting buyer's remorse to kick in for this, because it's a really expensive ephemera, but it hasn't. It probably should have, but it hasn't, because that just looks really good. So, on that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.